Hey guys, in this video we wanted to dive into a topic that many of us can relate to, commuting to work. Yes, the daily commute. And if you've ever found yourself stuck in traffic at rush hour or squeezed into a packed train and there's no seats, you know exactly what we're talking about. Commuting to work sucks whether you're taking the train or you're driving. Either way, it's something that you wish you didn't have to do. So let's break down the 3 important reasons why commuting to work sucks, and therefore why you should add this motivation to why you should get remote work, why you should be location independent, why you should leave the office, escape the office as soon as possible, get 100% remote work, and do everything you can, like literally make it your life's mission to be 100% remote. And commuting to work is just one of the dozens or hundreds of reasons why you should be 100% remote. But in this video, we're going to talk about commuting to work, and I'm sure you guys are going to relate to it a lot. So, thinking about all those hours getting to and from work, the average American spends nearly an hour a day commuting. That's an hour a day for every single working age American on average. That means some people have less, but some people have a lot more to make up, especially for some people that don't commute. So that's 5 days, 5 hours per week, 260 hours per year working, a normal work calendar year. So 260 hours per year. Imagine what you could do with all that time. You could learn a new skill. You could spend that time with your family. You could be relaxing. You could be not wasting money on gasoline. So it's really one of those things where so much of your day opens up when you're not commuting. You save an hour every single day, 5 hours a week. That's a huge amount of time that could be reinvested in your business, reinvested in your family, and overall just, saved in a day. So the second reason is increased stress. Like commuting can be really, really stressful. You're thinking about traffic, you're thinking about your vehicle and how the suspension's a little bit messed up. You're thinking about your bus pass and how many days do I have left on the bus pass before it expires or whatever. Maybe there's delays on the train. I know oh my God, I've had to deal with the train delays, and then the train's delayed, so maybe there's like an emergency bus that you can take, but then the emergency bus is like at double capacity, overcrowded public transport in general, especially if you're doing a normal commute, 8, 9 in the morning, you're going to work, 5 p.m. you're coming back from work. So just commuting in rush hour sucks whether you're on the train or whether you're on the highway. Studies have shown that long commutes are linked to higher overall levels of stress and anxiety. So this daily stress can negatively impact your mental health. It could negatively impact how you work with clients and how you, interface with clients in your business. It could negatively impact how you interface with your family. You commute home from work after sitting in rush hour traffic, and then you go see your family and you're mentally exhausted and you're not able to give them 100%. All these things, all these ways that commuting is negatively impacting you beyond just the time. It's the added stress. It's a million different factors to think about: the traffic, the car, the bus pass, the insurance, the delays. It's just all these variables that you wouldn't otherwise have if you didn't commute. Reason number 3 is the negative health effects of commuting. So spending a lot of time commuting often means less time for physical activity. This sedentary lifestyle can lead to various health problems like obesity, cardiovascular problems, all this pain and negative impacts of prolonged sitting. If you're sitting in the car over a half hour a day, that's adding up in a really negative way. Like it's a really particular position as well. You have one foot, elongated and one foot chilling, and your arms are out and the whole thing, you're sitting. So if the average American is sitting an hour a day, that's probably having a huge impact on the obesity rate. And you can just imagine that if US GDP was the same and we all had the same salaries, without commuting to work, without that hour a day, the the United States would be a much less obese country. We'd all be much healthier, right? I think bicycling or walking to work is great. Like if you want to go to an office, totally cool. I get that some people are more productive in offices. Not everyone has an office in their house, or they just like getting out of the house, or they have a team and they're building something great. They're building the next startup. Well, what you need to do is design your life around being close to that office. So you need to make sure that your house and your office are within walking distance, or at very least bicycle distance. I think walking distance is actually better, meaning like less than a 15-minute walk, because the thing about when something is only biking distance, that means it's like a 40-minute walk or an hour walk, but it's, a 10-15-minute bicycle. But that still, again, leads to some problems, because then maybe the bicycle is out of commission, or I don't know, it's winter and you don't want to use the bike lanes in the winter, you don't want to bicycle in the winter, or like you need to, I don't know, stop off at some store on the way there, on the way back, and you don't want to leave the bike outside. Like it just adds all these variables. I enjoy biking as much as the next guy. I've commuted to work by walking, by bicycle, by skateboard, by driving. And overall, if you can do it walking distance, that's really the best. And walking distance is really less than 15 minutes walking, in my opinion. So there you have it, 3 important reasons why commuting to work sucks. It's a major time drain. It increases overall stress levels in your life, and it can negatively impact your health. We didn't even talk about the costs, because let's just say you're rich. If you're watching our channel, you're obviously very rich and well off and well to do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so smart as to watch My Latin Life and think about your internationalization plan and setting up a plan B and offshoring and international bank accounts and second passports and all that good stuff. So I'll assume that you're very well off and you don't even care about the additional cost of $1,000 a month for a car and gasoline and insurance and all that stuff. Or maybe you have a car anyway. Honestly, you could have a car anyway, but just don't use it to get to work, or have maybe like a 10-minute drive. But if you have an hour drive, it's just a whole different thing. I put out a tweet. I said there's a difference between driving to work and commuting to work. If you have a 10-minute drive to work and it's, you're in an area where there's not really traffic because, I don't know, you're in farm country or whatever it is, that's a little bit different. There's a difference between driving to work and commuting to work. But commuting is something that's absolutely soul-sucking that you need to get rid of. And even a 10-minute drive to work, in my opinion, is not nearly as good of a lifestyle as being able to simply walk to work or even take a bike to work. So those are the 3 reasons. Again, time drain, stress, negatively impacts your health. If you have to commute, try to find a way to make it bearable. Listen to the My Latin Life podcast. You'll learn a lot. You'll set yourself up for future success in terms of your internationalization plan. And if you want to get in touch with My Latin Life, if you need help with any aspect of your internationalization plan, there is going to be a link in the description, by the way, where you can book a call with us. Check out the newsletter as well. You'll be able to download a free PDF, the LATAM Launchpad PDF, which will have a lot of good intel in there as well. Like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.